Hello guys, what's up? It's Tova. Today's video, it was kind of just out of the blue. I woke up this morning and I was like, I kind of just want to film for YouTube. So that's exactly what we're gonna do today. I know last week's vlog was really chaotic. It was Black Friday, packing up over 150 orders, and although that's like so wonderful, that's just not how my weeks typically go. So I thought I would take you through just like a typical day in my life. I have like 3 orders to pack. I need to organize my office a little bit. We have content we need to make, finalize a new collection, and I just want to take you through all of it just so you guys can see like a normal day in my life. First things first, a lot of people ask what I use to ship out packages. I use ClickShip. There's many things like ClickShip. There's like Pirate Ship, Easy Ship. I don't know. People use so many different types. All right, so these are my 2 customers. So I go to ship it. In this section, I'm gonna put the size dimensions of what I'm shipping. So this is actually gonna be a box, and the box is gonna be 7 by 7 by 7, and it won't weigh more than 1 pound. So I'm just gonna say 1 pound over here. Then I go down to find shipping rates. And these are all the rates that I'm presented with. ICS Courier is clearly the cheapest one, so that's the one that we go with. So I just make sure that that's the one that's clicked, and then I go to ship it. The next step is just to print the labels, so you want to make sure you're printing it on 4x6 if you have a label printer, and print. So now that we have our 3 labels, we're gonna take them downstairs to the office to start packing them. Okay, first things first, I got this box to replace that because it is so ugly, so let's put stuff in this box instead. Normally, I just keep all the things that I need often in this little tray, so my decals, just in case people order them, then all of my Sharpies. I just feel like that looks so much better against the wall than this did. Okay, our first order is for Sammy. Sammy got 2 hats. So first we're just gonna write up her thank you card. So if you guys remember, the dimensions for this box was 7 by 7 by 7, so I'm gonna pull out that box. Alrighty, here is the first hat that Sammy got, our oatmeal chunky knit beanie. And then here is the second hat, our logo forest green dad cap. I'm just gonna throw in her thank you card now and a sticker. And then I just use recycled paper to kind of close it all up. I'm gonna write Sammy a nice note on here. I wrote, "You're amazing and enjoy." And the last step is just to put a label on. And now we're good to go. We've packaged up an order from start to finish. Our next order is for Ashley. Ashley got a reborn journal. Just grab a journal. For this, we're gonna need this type of box, which are my favorite boxes to make. I just find them so satisfying. I just bought this blue tissue paper. I think it's so pretty. Alrighty, last but not least, we have a package that I'm packing up for Tessa. So let's write her a thank you card right now. I just got this new candle from Lily's Aromas. She's like the cutest little 9-year-old entrepreneur. This is the candle. It's called Opal Essence with vanilla, cashmere, and sandalwood. And it literally smells so good. You guys can see me in my reflection of my iPad, but I wanted to show you how I make new mock-ups for future collections. When it comes to making mock-ups, I use Procreate. This is what my dashboard looks like, I guess, on it. So these are all the things I've been working on. I also make my thumbnails on it too sometimes. Okay, so for instance, this is how I make a mock-up, or what people call a tech pack, to send to their manufacturers. What I'll do is I'll pick the color that I like out of the catalog. So I'll show you guys like what some of the colors were, and then I actually asked on my Instagram story what colors you guys like best, and 21 was one of the top chosen colors out of all of them. I'll take that color, and then the cool thing I like about Procreate is you can kind of hold down on the color to pick the color code of that, and then you can use that color to draw. So that's how I managed to get this color from this. So I did the same thing with this. The color that was chosen a lot was color number 60. And then you can just steal that color code and make the item from there. This gives you just way more creativity, and you're able to actually see how something would look with the actual color. There's probably ways on how to do this with Photoshop and like actually changing the color of not like a drawn set, like a real set, but I don't know how to do that. So this is the next easiest way. And then it also makes it really easy if you need to like write anything. Then after I do that, I'll go into Canva, and then what I'll usually do is choose a presentation template, and then I just start playing around with things. So I'll put in the items. So for instance, like this was a crew neck, and then with the fonts that I want for my collection, I'll start playing around. So like, let's just say this was like I'm So Grateful for You, which is one of our most popular ones. This is how I would create the mock-up. So I would just get the text. That looks right. And then that would be how my mock-up would look like. And then like, let's say I wanted my logo on the front, I would just add my logo here. And that is how I make a collection. And then I'll just keep playing around and see what I like best. Like I'll keep playing around with different fonts. So maybe I don't like that font. Maybe I want this font, or I want this font. But Canva is like the easiest thing for me to make this on. And then another trick I use is I will find blanks of clothing. So for instance, this is actually an Aritzia sweatshirt. This is also an Aritzia sweatshirt. So you find blanks that are similar colors to what you want to do, and then you can easily also make mock-ups from this. So like if I want to add my logo to this is a more real life way of seeing how something would look in comparison to doing it this way. I'm just breaking this down for you guys because I do get questions like, how do you come up with new collections? What softwares do you use to edit? All those things. And I just want to show you guys that it's pretty easy. And this is how I do it. So now I'm just going to continue working on my new collection. I'm going to send it to my manufacturer tonight for them to make samples. I guess you guys saw the spoiler of what colors are coming, but yeah, now I'm just going to kind of make sure everything looks right, get the dimensions, like everything. When you're sending something to your manufacturer or your screen printer or your embroiderer or whoever does and makes the clothing, you want to make sure that everything is exact down to the inches. So how many inches you want the text to be, where you want it to sit, like from how many inches from like the collar to the center, whatever it is, you want to be really exact with it, because it's going to help your manufacturer a lot to create the product that you want. If you are not clear and concise, then they don't know what to do. Coming up with new collection, it usually takes me anywhere between like a week to a month on finalizing a design. For this one, I would say it took about 2 or 3 weeks, like in full, to kind of come up with an idea and then come up with colors, how I want it to look, if I want it to be a small design, a big design, if I want it to be different than something I've done in the past, you know, the small details. I like sleep on it every single night. I ask my friends and family, and each day I kind of alter it until I feel like, yep, that's it. So finally I feel like, yep, that's it. Like today I just kind of wanted to like look over everything, but the past couple weeks I've been bugging mostly Matthew and my friends, being like, how does this look? Because sometimes I just don't know if I'm overthinking it too much. Huge process that goes into brainstorming a new collection is also just looking on Pinterest, because that's where you can kind of see the trends and you can see what's doing well. Something I did want to bring up is the fact that it does take this long to come up with a collection, and a lot of my collections have a lot of meaning behind it. And lately I've been noticing that one collection in specific has been being copied. It's being copied around the internet, and it really sucks to see. It went viral on Pinterest, and now on Etsy and other websites, people are creating my hoodie but making it their own, and it's the "This Moment Will Never Come Again" hoodie. It's really unfortunate to see. A lot of people have been able to take it down because I've been emailing them saying like, hey, not only are some of these brands using my photo that actually went viral on Pinterest and claiming it as their own, which is just so wrong. Also, like, they're using my collection that I had meaning towards, and this collection in specific had so much meaning. And I dedicated a piece of that collection to my friend who passed away, and it's just like, I just find it so disrespectful that big brands, small brands, just random people, they can't think for themselves and they don't have the creativity to make a collection or make a hoodie just using their own brain. And yeah, it just really, really sucks. So a lot of time and effort does go into my collections, and to see it being copied surely doesn't feel good. But it is inevitable, and that's why you trademark your stuff. It just sucks that there is no respect, that we're forced to trademark and copyright our items. I just don't understand why common respect is just like not a good enough reason to not steal people's work. Like, it seems like, you know, that should be a good enough reason, but it's not these days. So yeah, that's my little rant over. Matthew and I just came back from a quick little walk to Starbucks to get some coffee. I got, well, an iced matcha tea latte, but I get it with vanilla instead of the regular pumps. I think it tastes better in my opinion like that. I've really been loving iced matcha. I feel like it really scared me for a while, like a green drink, but I've been really liking it and craving it more than the coffee taste sometimes. So, just so good. I wanted to get this drink so I could use it as a tool to motivate me to plan 2023 for my business. I'm gonna use my little notes book over here, and we're just gonna kind of lay out 2023 and see what we can start planning. Pretty much my launches up until like February are planned, but that's not that much. So I'm gonna try and plan out at least until like June if I can.
Anybody can do it. You can do it. You're fully capable of doing it. You're fully capable of doing it. 1,000%. The only person that you're fighting is yourself.
It's currently 4 p.m. Does anybody feel like after 4 p.m. the day just kind of stops and you just like don't know what to do anymore? Because that is me. Sometimes I would have work, like working at the restaurant serving, but I haven't been working there in a while. After 4 p.m. I just don't know what to do. I'm like done work. It's like I could read, I could watch a movie, I can make dinner. Like it's just a weird in between time. But right now I'm looking at poly mailers. I want to get compostable poly mailers and I'm just trying to find the cheapest option, whether it's Amazon or finding them on Alibaba. So I don't know what to do. But I am waiting for my friend to come over and then we're gonna go get tacos today. So I'm really excited for that. Okay, so I may have left you guys on a cliffhanger because I thought I was gonna film for the rest of the night and like even film the Mexican food that we got. That just didn't happen. I'm gonna end this video over here. I hope you guys enjoyed this cute little studio vlog, just a very average day in the life. It's not always grand. Sometimes it's just this. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any videos of mine and so we can become friends. I'll see you guys sometime soon. Don't forget to stay cool.
Funky.
My darling, I love you, 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 I love you.